I've been trying to like find some that would like work well. Like I've come into some, but they're just kind of like not the exact sound that I think that you or I are really looking for here. I don't love the plasticky sound of the there's like some like food serving ones that are sort of like loose fitting. If you've ever worked in food service, there's some gloves that are like a little bit loose fitting, and they're kind of just, they're not like a doctor, like kind of like exam gloves that I think those make way better sounds. They kind of have like a way more specific sound. They kind of sound like this, but this is an exercise band that I've used before to make ASMR, but they kind of sound like this, as opposed to sort of just the straight up plasticky sounds of like some of the food service gloves, which there's nothing wrong with that. I think this is a little bit nicer. There's kind of like a hollowness to it. There's a little bit of a hollowness to it. But yeah, I hope that you're all doing well. I hope if you like the close-up whispers, let me know. I'll do them more. I know they definitely sound really good on this mic. It's definitely this mic quality. It kind of picks up on like clickier stuff, and it sort of is like a rubber thing that like I quite enjoy sometimes, and I know people like really enjoy probably more often and more strongly than I do. Thank you so much for the comments and the feedback and stuff. Like, I'm super open to like critiques, or if there's anything that you want to see, like let me know. I can't believe I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. That feels crazy. Like, I probably like know 1,000 people. That's crazy. No, I know more than that. But like, what does it mean to even like know somebody, Yeah. Anyway, I got some work to do today. I got a couple things to do today. I just thought I would make a quick video because this is kind of like part of what I wanted to do today. And I needed to do it because people are asking. Yeah, I really like making ASMR stuff, and I really like finding like new stuff to sort of do, and I can kind of just like improvise a little bit like this. I hope you guys like the improvisation. I hope you like the improvisation of my videos at times. I think I go in with a loose idea and come out with, I don't know, a video. I have a couple of items that I wanted to like sort of do, so I wanted to maybe keep on. Like a couple of these. And I have this video idea where I think I'm just gonna do some more close-up whispering, and I'm gonna do a little bit of that, and then just like have you right in front of me, the whole time. Just like sculpting your energy, but I want this clipped onto something, sort of like standing in the middle. Let me know what you think. Yeah, but this one I definitely wanted to just sort of ramble, which a couple minutes in, so far it's a success. I could just go forever. I could talk forever. I could say a bunch of gibberish. Honestly, one of the really like the most sort of She started out in LA and then she came to New York, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, she's rad. Sonic Youth is rad. I like Sonic Youth. That's something. So, oh yeah, if you're listening and you're following along and you dig like my stuff, so in the first video, like I mentioned, like I'm not gonna be in this place for a long time. I'm actually moving. Um, I'm gonna be at like home with my family for a little bit. Over this next month, and that kind of like includes the holidays time, and then I'm moving to the city, so it'll be kind of like a different environment, but I'll definitely still, it's like there's of course like parks and like natural scenery for sure, and I'll definitely make a point to make some content featuring that, so, and I'll like, continue to keep it cozy, keep it casual, keep it very chill. But one of the things that I'm really excited about is kind of doing like series on like just kind of close up whispered rambles of my like music collections, and I want to show you my tapes and like CDs, and like I think there's a lot of really good sounds that you can get like using like another piece of material on like plastic, like maybe like a wooden pencil kind of thing, but either way, or just kind of like dulling the plastic so you don't get all that like kind of ticky tacky like plasticky sound that CDs kind of get. So I'm gonna show you guys my CDs and tapes, and I'm excited. I think it'll be like a much more personal kind of series and kind of show you what I'm into, and maybe you find something you like. I love music. I really enjoy it. It's an important part of my life. So yeah, I'm excited. I also will definitely do, some sort of like, I think I'll do like an 1,000 subscriber like thing. I don't know if I should like live stream or whatever. Like, do I tell people I'm live streaming, or do I just like live stream for like 4 or 5 hours just to like see if like people pop in? I don't know, but I think that would be a lot of fun. I would definitely be down to, I would love to like interact with people who are watching and listening while I'm making some content, because I'm obviously not listening, and a lot of the editing that takes place, well, I'm mostly just like editing volume stuff and like cutting stuff. Oh, sorry about, in the last video there's like a portion where I'm just like out of frame, and I just like, I'm like looking around. That's just poor editing, so I'm sorry about that, but that's the way we do it here. I'm just a man. We're just innocent men. But either way, I hope that you dig like just the casual kind of attitude and the casualness of these videos. I'm definitely just trying to like chill. I'm like half and half about like kind of like the eye contact with the camera thing. Like, I don't try to make a ton of eye contact with the camera because ultimately, like, I don't want somebody like if I were in your position, if I was like trying to like relax or chill or study, like I wouldn't want somebody to be like looking at me while I slept, you know what I mean? Like, especially a stranger, like just, some guy. But I think that there's like a couple interesting things about like kind of just like the psychology of ASMR, and like one thing that I really, really felt strongly about is like the trust thing is like a huge part as to why like I will feel relaxed when I'm watching a video or I'm listening to a video. And like one of those things is like the sensation of like someone being kind of like behind you, like behind your head, like because just from like an instinctual level, you know, like we were all you know, cave people at one point or another for quite a long time, relatively quite a long time, and a lot of that was just surviving and making sure that you didn't get eaten by something bigger than you. And I think that's definitely like a very you know, like important thing when it comes to like listening to ASMR is like just that feeling of trust. And then like that feeling of someone behind you, I feel like is like the ultimate trust, you know. It's the ultimate like, oh, I can trust this person because like not only are they out of view, which is kind of what happens when you fall asleep to ASMR, but also they're behind me, you know, like it's like a full security kind of thing. Yeah, I think that is a part of it, and I honestly think a lot of the reasons as to why people are more either like susceptible to or like easily influenced by like certain triggers or just prefer like certain triggers over the other. It has a lot to do with like how you develop the sense of safety and comfort like growing up, like when you're a kid, you know. And like I mean, if you think about it, like think about where you grew up. Think about where you grew up and what were the sounds that were outside your window, or in your general area. What were the sounds that you heard when you were falling asleep, and that you sort of returned to for comfort? You know, like something for me is like the voice of the voices of definitely certain people do, like or just the voices of people in like another room, muffled, and you know, it's just like a light conversation, and maybe like it's often accompanied with like some sort of clanging of like plates or like walking around, at least at a certain volume. If it never really like gets too loud, like that's super comforting to me. But for, you know, I mean, other stuff is also really comforting, but for example, like I know that a lot of people, like my friends, they're a couple, and like one grew up near the ocean, and then the other grew up sort of out much more in the country. And the my friend who grew up out in the country, they fell asleep much easier to like the sounds of crickets and the sounds of, you know, maybe some sort of like tree like being blown in the wind, or that kind of stuff. Whereas like, and they're like much more into that. And this came up between my two pals because they were trying to decide on some like white noise to fall asleep to, and my other friend wanted like ocean sounds, and they kind of realized it was just what they were most comfortable with, and like what they kind of grew up with. And I totally get that. Yeah. And of course, whispering just as general, like it's just a shared, you know, sort of like all sorts of sounds I can get. I have this like case. If you've watched any videos, you'll see it's like kind of like an orange and black case, and like it's got some like textured sort of like sides, and like it's like good for sort of taking advantage of to get some like different sounds out of it. Because it's like initially just like there's like a plastic case, and that has like it's connected to like a screen protector, and then like over that it's like rubber, so it kind of like dulls all that like any sort of like impact, kind of like provides like a shock for like the whole phone. Like the case kind of just works that way, and yeah, it's pretty efficient. And I mean I haven't broken this phone, and I took it out the other day to clean the case, and my phone's like brand new. It's pretty sweet. But the plastic has a lot of really good sounds. And I hope you enjoyed doing like listening to the like pencil on the case on the plastic the other day in the other video that I made. The like the camera scratching where I don't really whisper anything. I really like those plastic sounds. I love camera scratch. Shout out Unique Village ASMR. Unique Village ASMR is so sick. They're so sick. I don't know what the guy's name is, but I kind of just know him as like Sir. And I think that might stem from like it's very endearing. It's very sweet. I think it kind of got lost in translation. I think the guy was initially like the guy who runs that channel was initially calling everyone Sir, which is just really like sweet, you know, like saying like thank you sir to like YouTube comments. But people, I think he knows now that what the word sir means, or at least like contextually in English. But either way, Unique Village ASMR just has like really creative ASMR. We've got a bunch of different people doing it. Like sometimes it's like his buddy, sometimes it's like his like son, I'm pretty sure. Like, and they just have like really cool stuff, and he just kind of goes for it. And some of the camera scratching, the camera tapping in those videos, like so like the big video camera, like and it's all like plasticky, and it kind of has like a rectangular front, and they're so good. He'll like shut the lenses. It's kind of like a first person perspective of like when someone is like opening and closing their eyes in like a movie or like a TV show. It's pretty sick. It is pretty sick. I really dig it. It's really rad. But either way. So I think I'm probably gonna end up wrapping it up right here, just because it is getting a little bit long. But I give you like 6 or 7 minutes of some like cupping, some like ear cupping kind of thing, whispers, and I hope this sounds nice. I hope it kind of